Hello everyone, this is your economic change agent, Dr. Trevor Anthony Woolery for the Wealth Builder Network. In this video, we remain in stage 2 of the wealth transformation process and continue our consideration of economic progress markers by looking at the second measure, Days of Economic Independence, or DEI. So, what is this thing called the household's Days of Economic Independence? The DEI is a tangible definition of wealth that can be easily understood. If we think about it, wealth gives freedom, freedom of time and freedom of money. Therefore, the more days we are able to finance without actually participating in the production of the monies needed to cover the required expenses, the wealthier we are. Earning enough income to gain the freedom of time gives us the independence to determine how we should use our time to fulfill our life's purposes. Therefore, the DEI is a measure that is an indicator of the number of days a person or household can maintain its usual lifestyle without requiring active participation in income-producing activities. I am certain that you would agree that it is better to be in a position where we choose to work for income versus having the need to work to secure active income for our household survival. I thought you would. The following formula shows how the days of economic independence is calculated. The numerator is comprised of total cash inflows from all residual, passive, and portfolio income sources plus liquid assets. Notice that active income from a job or self-employment does not factor into this measure. After all, we are attempting to gain freedom of time. The denominator is comprised of the household's monthly expenses, debt expenses, and tax obligations. Notice that the denominator considers all elements that factor into living our lives on a daily basis. Debt and taxes are burdens that undermine our efforts to become wealthy. Monthly expenses are comprised of the monthly lifestyle cost and contributions to saving and investment activities. Our monthly lifestyle cost reflects the monthly cost of living for our household. 8 categories are usually covered in this estimate: housing, food, clothing, healthcare, transportation, education, telecommunication, and entertainment. The basic idea behind the DEI is the belief that our financial and economic independence comes from our ability to develop and sustain the flow of independent income sources to maintain our quality of living without sacrificing our core passive and portfolio assets, assets that are the source of future income streams. You should now appreciate why generating massive cash flow streams from active, passive, and portfolio income sources is the key ingredient to achieving financial freedom and improvements in your household's quality of living. The DEI is a simple measure whose initial outcome is in months but can be converted to the number of days by multiplying by 30. Let's explore 2 examples to learn some important lessons. Let us assume a particular household has, from active income sources, monthly cash inflows of $2,500. From residual, passive, and portfolio income sources, cash inflows of $5,500. Liquid assets of $2,500 and $3,400. Debt expenses of $600 per month and 0 tax obligations. This household commits to saving $300 per month and its ideal lifestyle costs $4,000 per month. Let us also assume that this household loses its active income of $2,500 per month 3 months later due to layoffs, illnesses, downsizing, etc. Then monthly net cash flow for this household is $8,500 and $5,500 when the active income is lost. Debt expense is $600 and the monthly expense is $4,900. The days of economic independence calculates to be 1.63 months or 49 days of economic independence. That is, should circumstances occur that this household no longer has access to a job through layoffs, extenuating medical problems, etc., then it can maintain its current lifestyle without compromising itself for at least 49 days. If circumstance should have it that this household should lose its active source of income 3 months later, its DEI would have increased from 49 days to 55 days. Why was that the case? This household's DEI increased because of its commitment to saving $300 per month that provided a cushion against the economic setback. Although that feat is commendable, it is not our best economic lesson. The best lesson to be learned from this story is that the DEI of 55 days is actually greater than 55 days. Why is that the case? The real survival ability of the household is greater than 55 days because of the power of residual, passive, and portfolio assets to continually generate repeat incomes month after month after month after month without our actual participation. Ladies and gentlemen, the structure or foundation for our household's income streams can be purposefully set up to deliver continuous cash flow until the core assets are depleted. Now, let me ask you this question. Who, in their right mind, would destroy the foundation of an economic system that keeps on giving, regardless of the state of external economic conditions? I'm sure that wouldn't be you. Exploration of the accounting identity shows why this household could withstand the impact of a potentially devastating external economic event that led to a reduction in income and still live prosperously. The accounting identity demonstrates that when a household has multiple streams of income from active, passive, and portfolio assets, it must strive to realize a profit after adjusting for all monthly expenses. This profit should then be used to acquire good assets that lead to the production of perpetual residual, passive, and portfolio income streams. In so doing, the household effectively protects itself from unexpected economic events, like a recession, by planting the seeds for multiple streams of income regardless of the behavior of the nation's economy. The result is economic security that will ultimately turn into days of economic independence. Truly paradise, truly wealth. Graphically, we can see the beauty and power of income diversification. This household's days of economic independence were initially stable at about 49 days. However, an unexpected economic shock occurred, but the DEI increased to 55 days as a result of the household's commitment to saving. Because of the household's income portfolio diversification, it was properly prepared to face any negative economic shock. It could comfortably maintain its lifestyle, continue saving, and use its profits to acquire more passive and portfolio assets that continue to lay the foundation for future growth in household income and greater economic independence. And of course, pursuit of its dreams, goals, and aspirations. The lessons of the economic security number, when applied, can be life transforming. You have been the beneficiary of a life transforming message from your economic change agent, Dr. Trevor Anthony Woolery. I look forward to working with you to live life on the other side of success and wealth.